Runway Canada designers.
This is real.
For the first time in 15 years, a new season of Project Runway is set to take to the airwaves with a brand new season. Fashion icon Jeanne Beker is one of the judges, and while the show promises all the familiar flair it came with during its first run, Beker hopes it can be a big boost to some Canadian designers amidst the ongoing trade tensions with the U.S. And Jeanne Beker joins me now, the aforementioned judge. Hi there, Jeanne. It is so good to see you.
Oh, always such a pleasure to see you, too. Thanks for having me on.
So this is the first season of this show in 15 years. Hard to believe. How exciting is it for you to be there?
Wow. What can I tell you, Marcia? You know, fashion television went off the air in 2012, and we haven't had any great fashion programming in this country since, and this is going to be a big one. Of course, the Project Runway in the States has been on for the past 20 seasons and continues, but for us to really put the spotlight on our great Canadian design talent is really heart-swelling. I'm just over the moon about it, and there is some great talent that will be revealed on the show.
So the show returns amidst trade tensions with the U.S. Could this be beneficial for Canadian designers, Jeanne?
Listen, awareness is always beneficial. And because so many of our designers, it's just a reality in this country, have so little budget for marketing purposes, what a great way of bringing attention to their wares. That's of paramount importance. But, you know, I always say that we as Canadians have to support our own, because if we're not buying into these wonderful Canadian labels, you know, who is going to be? So the quality of the garments that are produced in this country are always, you know, just really fabulous. We really have to get out there and become aware of who our designers are and really support them. I mean, it's just of paramount importance. You know, all designers are going through, globally, hard times now. Really a tough market, and fashion is almost reinventing itself in terms of the way the industry functions. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that a lot of these talented people can keep their heads above water. It's not easy.
Not easy. Especially when everyone wears sweatpants all the time, Jeanne. Yes, I said that. So is there something that makes Canadian designers distinct from other designers out there?
Well, I mean, I just think there is something that makes Canadians distinct from everybody else on the planet. So, you know, that's a recent book, an anthology was released called Elbows Up. It had great contributions, essays from all kinds of different Canadians, and me included. I had the chance to contribute an essay, and I talked about, you know, what Canadian style is really all about, and it's much more about the way we move through the world and our sensibility than it is about, you know, something material like a garment. I mean, what really gives people great style is the way they behave, I believe. But beyond that, you know, we are really on par now with the global scene in terms of the creativity that we put out there, in terms of the quality of the garments, the fabrications, the technicality of the way they're produced. You know, that being said, sometimes one might have to go out of their way to support Canadian talent because it isn't always that readily available at various retailers. But so many of these designers now have established a business for themselves direct to customer, which is great. So just do your research, find out who our great Canadian designers are, and go find out how you can actually order their things, perhaps online. Sometimes we sell a lot of Canadian design on TSC, the shopping channel that I work for. And it's just a wonderful time to really support our own and really show the world just how wonderful we are. And that's one thing that definitely this show is going to do. I think it's going to make everybody really proud to be Canadian because, boy, have we got a lot of talent in this country.
Jeanne Beker, great to talk fashion with you once again. Jeanne, of course, is a judge on Project Runway Canada, which premieres on Crave Friday, November the 14th. Tomorrow, Jeanne, we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks so much, Marcia.